All right, gang, how's it going? Happy Monday night. Andy here with Bliss Cards. Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. I I got a couple things going here tonight. I've been down here working on cards in and out all weekend here um on Labor Day weekend, and thought I've got all this gear. I might as well bring you all along for the ride. So, for those of you who are new to the channel, I've been collecting sports cards since the early 80s. Was into it really heavily with my dad through all of the 90s. Grew up going to Cubs games, and I do a lot of basketball cards and Pokemon cards now. But I also am still a diehard baseball fan at heart. So tonight I've been working on making heads or tails out of a pretty impressive Ken Griffey Jr. collection. And I've got a lot of ambition for this channel. Really want to share kind of the soul of collecting, the checklisting. That's the title for tonight, Forever Checklisting, right? Like, this is the behind the scenes. Might not be the most exciting, but if you're like me, this is the kind of stuff I love to watch because I always have questions about how other people do it. And I've actually had a lot of time today considering advanced tools like Airtable or Notion databases, which I'm pretty proficient in. And I've actually found that maybe I was overcomplicating it. So I'm going back to Google Sheets. So if you are in Instagram or YouTube chat, I would really love it if you would drop me a comment. I've got it over here on the side, but I want to make sure things are working and that you can hear me okay. I'm using Ecamm, so there's a ton of possibility with this, and would love to feature your comments and get some conversation going as I go here. So tonight I'm going to be working on my Ken Griffey Jr. Childhood collection. So I actually started a little bit before dinner, but here is the top. This is a spreadsheet my father created in, let me see if I can get that there. January of 97 was the last sheet we printed. So looks like 646 cards. You can see right there, we've got a checklist from the 90s, and this has been put into two binders filled with cards that are in order by set, title, and then by year. So for example, here's Donruss. The ones with the stickies are things I've thought about grading, though admittedly I'm kind of hoping to grade all this at one point and get it in a PSA slab. So so we'll see, how this is going to go. And just going to try to use this technology that I've had for a while now and level things up, take you guys behind the curtain and go on this journey together. So I'm starting to do some set registry stuff on PSA, though I am a little bit new to that. And I've been trying to get organized there. And I got really overwhelmed today, actually, to be honest. I was trying to decide between, there's like the master database of all the cards in the world, and nobody has time to put all those in. And then there, like a level down from there, are various checklists of set registry things we might be going after. But honestly, even a lot of the set registry checklists are like massive. Like, I don't even know if I want all those cards. So I would much rather go after a more curated rather than completionist collection. And those, for example, on basketball, I'm going after all the Steph Curry and LeBron silver prisms right now. That list exists for LeBron, but it doesn't exist for any other player I've seen. It definitely does not exist that I've seen, at least, for Stephen Curry. And that's only like 15 cards, but it's a substantial, goal to go after all those and get them in a nice slab. So, before I start doing that for Griffey and Bonds, which I have a Bonds collection of a similar size to this Griffey collection, which we'll do on another night. I really need to get organized with what I have. And so the best thing I've figured out to do is actually to, to go over and use basically to use, sorry, I'm just navigating some technology here. If I can use the master checklist from the PSA set registry, then even though I'm not necessarily attacking that list, I've I've dumped it in here as a part of my master wish list. This list was inspired heavily by Mike over at Baseball Collector. Check him out on YouTube if you haven't already. He and Chris and Bart and all these guys are getting me into checking out vintage baseball cards, which I've never really done pre-80s stuff. And it's quickly becoming appealing. So that's been fun to check out some of their YouTube channels. But I was looking at, Mike dropped a video a couple weeks ago over on Baseball Collector, and I've been looking to simplify this. Like I said, I use Notion and Airtable a lot, but there's something really simple just about a Google Sheet. So this is 6,000 plus records of Ken Griffey Jr. cards pulled from the PSA set registry and the master Ken Griffey Jr. master set. Again, I'm not necessarily going after all that. It pulls in some data here that I'm still dealing with. I've just slid it all over to the right at the moment because I don't really care about it for now, but don't want to get rid of it. I would love to have this not say Ken Griffey Jr. in every single instance, because this particular sheet is only that, and I'd love to parse out these years. So if you are someone who is savvy with Google Sheets, drop me a DM over on Instagram at Bliss Trading Cards, or right here on YouTube. Drop me a comment. I know there's a way to go up here and like manage the data somehow and get like that year out into a different column and then erase Ken Griffey Jr. in every single cell, just to clean it up a little and make it easier to parse and sort. But I'm not going to do that for 6,000 entries. And for now, this is getting the job done. So what I've been doing, going back over here, sorry, again, this software is so cool, but it's just taken me a little bit of time to manage things here. There we go. So you guys can see, I actually wanted to, let me do this. Boom. There, that should get the job done. And then now if we go over to screen share, I think we'll be in better shape. Yeah, now you guys can see me and the binder. But basically what I've been trying to do here is go through this checklist. It should be very, very accurate to these pages. And before dinner, I left off on Donruss. So what I'm doing with Donruss is just going through and adding these teal stripes, which means that I have it, and then adding the quantity of have as 1. There was one instance where I had 2, and then if it's slabbed, I'm adding a yes. I pulled this in from my set registry set that I have started, and so I actually already have my certification number there. And then again, I'm not even getting into like any of the pop counts or the ratings or any of that stuff. I'm just trying to catalog what I have. Once we do that, we can hop back on another stream and really have some fun curating and starting to decide what to go after. I've got $100 sitting on ComC. I've never really bought from them before. I got cards I need to send to ComC. I've never done that before either, but I think it could be a nice way to just like pick up some of the low end stuff just to fill some holes. And we're going to get after this, and we're going to methodically work on these checklists. So I'm really looking forward to it. Again, I just thought pulling in this master checklist was the best way for me to not have to hand input everything. And this is probably the closest thing to every Griffey card out there list that I could come up with. And sure enough, most of the cards I've been looking at have shown up, with the exception of maybe just 1 or 2. So, yeah, so let's get into this. So I was on Donruss, I believe. And I'm trying to remember where I had done Donruss triple play. And next on the list was actually Duracell. So we're looking at this card here, this Duracell, and then the Field of Dreams card is, I know that's hard to see, but right here, Duracell 1993, number 15. So what I'm going to do is go here and type in Duracell. Sure enough, one of them comes up, card number 15. That blows me away, y'all. This part gets annoying. I wish I could like hotkey this somehow, but it's actually working. So there's that card, and Field of Dreams. No luck on the Field of Dreams card from 1992. You can see on the back there that's not looking especially like that could have come from anywhere. So who knows what that is. I'm not going to let that slow me down for now. So this next stuff is called Emotion. Really slick cards. I actually don't remember this one as much. But these are from 95. And there are 3 of them. Card number, according to my spreadsheet, 3, 6, and 77. And sure enough, there they are. And that's these here at the top, if you all can see those. So I think this is a pretty good setup. Let me know if you prefer. I can move the cameras around or cut my face out and make that bigger. Just let me know, y'all. And again, if you're just joining, brand new to, not new to this software, but it's a lot to keep up with. And so please, just let me know if you can hear me okay and if everything's working out all right. Want to make sure that we, are keeping an eye on chat and all that good stuff as we get this going. So, yeah, that's the thing I need to see right there. Okay, good. So if I go back, that's the screen I was missing. All right, we're getting better, y'all. Great. So I hope you guys all had a great Labor Day. We're going to keep streaming. We're going to build this channel up. Would love to have some live chats going, just to keep an eye on things. And I think there's a lot we can do as we kind of do this behind the scenes work and talk all things cards, talk about new releases. Really want to contribute to the community that way and build our own community here on the channel. So please consider hitting that subscribe button. We're on the road to 100 subscribers at the moment, and over on Instagram as well. Been active over there and enjoyed chatting with people in the DMs. All right, next up is Fleer. So there you can see a ton of Fleer cards. Just let you all take kind of a look at that down in the bottom corner. But we've got Fleer 1989 all the way down to 95. Most of these lists cut out at 96, which was a bummer because, of course, 97 on was where things really got interesting. And that's going to be some of the stuff we're hunting down together in the coming months here on the channel. So Fleer 1989. I'm going to search Fleer. 334 Ken Griffey Jr. Fleer cards. That would be a fun game. All right, so we're starting with 1989, card number 548. You can see I've graded that. I've sent in about 2 big batches from this binder over the last few years of Griffey. And if I won the lotto, the first thing I would do is just send this in my bonds binder, every single card, and just grade them so that I kind of know where I'm at with this stuff. You can see I'm getting, these cards were very well taken care of. It was something we took extreme pride in, but I've yet to hit a 10. I've hit a ton of 8s, some 9s, and almost no 10s. So this is the only Fleer card that I've graded so far. That's his 1989 Fleer rookie. Everybody's seen this card. Have it in an 8. Not really worried about upgrading at the moment, but we will be doing that eventually. Just to show you the slabs from previously, we've got the Griffey. Let me switch over here. What is that? So I need this. Okay, good stuff. Boom, there we go. So we've got the Donruss, the rookies. The glare's terrible. Sorry. It might actually be better right there. Yeah, Donruss, the rookies, got an 8 on that. Then we've got the 94 Diamond Kings. This is a priority for me to get all of these, verify through this process that I do indeed have them, pick up what I don't, and get them graded. I'm really looking forward to that. Another thing I've been watching over on Mike's channel, Baseball Collector, is his Perez run. It's been really interesting to learn more about all that. So this is the Williams Griffey Bomb Squad from 95 Donruss. I really like that card. Of course, Griffey is there on the back. Cool card. And then this is the 95 Donruss Long Ball Leaders. Also got an 8. So we're working through these slabs in alphabetical order. Next up is the Fleer card 548. That's his rookie. And we've marked that as done. Next on my sheet here off screen is the 1990 Fleer. So we're going to go back to my desktop here and hit the button down. You can see it jumps down. And card number 6 is the Soaring Stars. We've got that one. Also, if anybody knows how to do the shortcut for like color fill or something, that would be really, really awesome. So please let me know. That's not something I figured out. Then it looks like we've got the league leaders. That should be, these should generally be in order. I think that's the league leaders there. Again, long term, my goal is not to have every card. Next, number 14, also number 14, MVP limited edition. That would be this one, I'm guessing. Where is that on here? MVP. Sometimes the names on the sheet from PSA are a little strange, which I can attest to because when I'm trying to search the database to get them to make any sense at all, like sometimes I'm trying to look up cards to submit and there's a syntax to it that you have to follow and you'll have better luck, but sometimes it can be tricky. All right, now 90 Fleer card 513. That's going to be the base, which I think is probably this one here in the middle. Let's take a look. Yep, 513, and then this is C10 carton bottom. This one's called Panels Hand Cut. So we want this and we want this. Good stuff. So I'm trying to do a lot more on the channel. And I think this streaming setup is going to help. I think that's all we have from 1990. Let's go to 91. I've been making videos and I really enjoy doing it, but I just went back to school. I'm a teacher. I'm a professor, and we have, class now, and I know it's going to be tough for me to get to the editing. So I think the live stream model like this when I'm working will allow me to check in with you all a lot more often, as opposed to having to do editing on top, which I enjoy doing when I have time, but it'll probably be more around winter and summer breaks. Okay, I had number 7 from 91. Now we're on 450. But you see here on the set registry, it's showing 2 of those. There's the bat. This is the 450 card here. Bat Griffey Jr. batting, bat 300 and bat around 300. That feels okay. On the back, it says, you can barely see this, but it says, and bat 300, like right on the bat. I wonder if that's a variation. That's got to be a variation. Bat 300. So I'm thinking that's a variant. We'll look for that on ComC. Whoopsie. Don't want to do that. What I'm really enjoying about this, though, is it's showing me what I need for once, because if you just look at this binder, you kind of feel like, okay, that's got to be about all of them. But sure enough, it's not. And then I have this Bonds Griffey card. You can see Bonds there. Second generation stars. Card 710. Boom. Okay, 91 Fleer is done. Going on to 92. We're going to hit the arrow up here. I've struggled to find videos like this on YouTube. So I recognize they're not the most like you got to love this stuff, you know what I'm saying? but yeah, I just thought it would be cool to show my process so that as I improve it, we can share ideas with one another. Okay, next up is this team leader. We're going to turn the page. Boom, there's the team leaders. I'm following my checklist over here on the other side with my left hand. 15 team leader. Which card is that? I guess that's this green one, right? It says that. 15 there. Okay. The problem is when you search, the spreadsheet turns green here. And I've chosen this teal as the Mariners color match for I've got the card. So then we've got card number 23 and 279. If I hold command, I can select 2 rows there. Grab those. And that's going to be the All-Stars. And then I believe that's the base. This is the Performer collection here, which is number 4 out of 24. That's a 7-Eleven Sit-Go exclusive, it looks like. Kind of reminds me of Funko Pops back when I collected those with the sticker exclusives. Okay, and then do we have this 709? Yes, we do. That's the next generation. That is a really, really cool card. I just like the artwork on that. That's a favorite of mine. I'd love to get that one slabbed. Although that copy looks a little off-center, and it's such a cheap card, I might just buy it on its own. Okay, that's it for 92. Whatever this is, it looks like we don't have it. So we are now here, middle row, right side, going to card number 7 from 93 Fleer. So this is the process, y'all. Trying to get this collection in order. I think this is a lot of the hobby. It also makes it fun because none of this involves spending money, which is always nice. Fleer card 307. Oh, there it is up top. And then I've got, actually, that's it. Those are the only 3. 1, 2, 3 are the only 93 Fleer cards. So we're missing a couple of those. Looks like we're missing this Fleer Atlantic and the Fruit of the Loom, whatever those are. Got to remember to put these numbers in. I was watching Mike's video, as I've mentioned, and he was showing how that kind of like totals up how many of the cards he owns, and then he kicks that over to other parts of the spreadsheet, which was kind of interesting. So, yeah, okay. So 94 Fleer. Here we go. Fleer 94 Golden Moments. Again, gonna hit this. There we go. Number 4, Golden Moments. Boom. Number 5 is the Lumber Company. Dig those inserts. This is the Golden Moments down there. There's the Lumber Co. Would love to get all those slabbed up and have that run sealed. I'm hoping that this process is going to help me identify what needs to be done there. Golden Moments, Lumber Company. Number 10, All-Star. That's this one. And then 12, Team Leaders. Got that one. 269 is the base card. The sheet, my sheet says 269. I'm guessing that's this. My dad was, it is indeed 286. He was borderline dyslexic. He was a terrible speller. Love him to death. He passed away about 20 years ago with cancer. So always Makes me think of him when I see little things like that. But boy, was he organized, and I got that from him for sure. So Diamond Tribute. Wait a second. What happened here? I wonder if some of these are marked wrong. My sheet is saying, okay, we had 4, 5, 10, 12. That was 94. But then maybe just to make it on the sheet. Remember, I'm looking at another sheet here, and sometimes it's not perfectly lined up. So 286, that's 94. So we do have that, but I don't see it on the sheet. And the next card I see is actually 269, but that's a 95. So I think that's everything we've got for that. And I'm thinking here, yeah, Fleer 95 is where that comes along. So hit the arrow. Boom, there's Fleer 95. 269, sure enough, lines up with the sheet, but let's go back up to the top of 95. Number 11, headliner. Where's that at? Here's the Lumber Co. I don't know. Is that card 11? Eleven's way over here. Okay, so we have 11 over there, and then 12 is the team leaders. I'm just kind of double checking the sheet to make sure that we have it. And then I'm doing this accurately, but boy, is it tough. 95, card number 12, team leaders. Which one is that? Headliner is this one over there with Randy Johnson. Yep. Okay. They're both on the next page. But because the numbers are small, they come up on my sheet first. Okay. Then 269. We already got that. Number 6 is the Diamond Tribute. Boom. 6 is the Lumber Company. Boom. And those Lumber Co's there, Diamond Tributes there. Good stuff, y'all. Drop me a note. Let me know in the comments what you think of this process. Which are your favorite Fleer cards that you've seen so far tonight? Really appreciate you checking out the channel. All right, next, that's the bottom of this page here. Page 4 out of 18. Ooh, then we got bonds after that. So, got to put in the hustle. All right, next up, card 7 is an all-star card. And then another card 7 is all Fleer. There's the all Fleer. This must be the all-star. Sure enough, they're both number 7. So we're good there. Boy, these cards are starting to get pretty cool looking, if you ask me. No, don't do that. Yeah, very cool. And that's it for 95 on my list. Let's turn the page, which should take us, I believe, through there. And then sure enough, that says Fleer 96 right there. So that's it. But smooth leather. That sounds like an interesting, let's take a little break and go over to eBay. 1995 Ken Griffey Jr. Smooth leather. Let's see what this guy looks like. Nothing crazy. And then this is open because I'm streaming to Instagram right now. Extra bases, league leaders. Let's check that out. Extra bases. I think it was P14. Or is that the other one? Yeah, we're good. No matches. I do have that card. Stadium Club. Tall boy. Interesting. I love those. Cool. Yeah, well, that's a rabbit hole we could go down for a while. All right, we'll leave that there. Maybe we'll come back and let's look up the league leaders just to see what we're missing there. I would imagine these are cards I can get on ComC pretty easily. Hopefully. Now that card looks familiar, but I have it right here. So where'd we go wrong? Actually, I may have just found a mistake. League leaders, number 2. Headliner team. I had a team leader number 12. I think that was the one that I thought was this. Is there a league leader back here? There's a team leaders. Number 12 with Griffey and Randy Johnson. I'm getting all turned around now. Team leaders, but this is number 2 of 10. We definitely have that card. So we're going to mark that one as done. Not sure what happened there. Did I mark one we don't have? League leaders. Let me just go back and check here. Team leaders. We marked that. Okay. We must be okay. So 94 Fleer starts here. 1 and 9 is 10, 11, 12, 13 total cards. Here we have 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're good. All right. That's it. Good stuff, y'all. Going on to Fleer 96, page 5 on the spreadsheet. Number 2, checklist. Those were the days, weren't they? Having the checklist from 96. Now, see how the checklists are getting longer. All that is Fleer 96. And I don't have that many 96 Fleer cards on my list. I just found the league leaders on my list. Further down, it looks like it didn't get sorted. And I found that 286 card. They were out of order. They were 94 and 95 fell after 96. So something must have happened back in 1997 with the spreadsheet. So, okay, 95, card number 7, All-Star. Here's card 7. Oh, these are starting to look really sharp. I'm seeing. Wait, that was 95. Sorry, we already did that. 96 is number 2. Checklist. Okay. It's tricky work here. Number 2 out of 5, postseason glory. Got that one. And then number 238 and the 238 Tiffany. Killer. I think that's the first Tiffany I've seen in our collection. So the question is, what's the difference? Yeah, I don't immediately know what the difference is between the base and the Tiffany in this instance. So it's this card and this card is what we're looking at. I will have to look that up to figure out how you know in 96 Fleer if it's a Tiffany. I'm looking on the back and I'm not seeing a big difference. This one looks a little more yellow on the back. This one looks white, which I know is how the tops tend to look. And this looks more like a silver refractor than this here. So I'll check that out. But that's cool. But yeah, all these other ones we do not have. So I'll have to hunt those down. So it's good to know that the lumber company there, for example, that's a kind of evergreen insert. And it's cool to know that that one is not in our collection. So we can be working on it. Here's the smooth leather that we talked about as well. So this can be an interesting experiment. Ken Griffey Jr. Fleer. And then search that, go to sold listings, and sort by the highest price just to see if any of those are going to be brutal. Okay, so this is going to come out of Ultra, which will be next. Actually, Flair Metal, then Ultra. My dad put everything in the list as like Fleer Metal, Fleer Ultra. So that's Fleer Ultra as well. Hitting Machine, is that the one that didn't know that came out of base Fleer? I thought that came out of something else. But that isn't, yeah, it comes out of Fleer Ultra. This is just mislabeled. Okay, so all this is Fleer Ultra. So what we're going to do is go like this. Try again. There's the one that was mislabeled. Here we go. Zone insert in a PSA 9. That's a pretty cool card. I like that one. And I think I saw that on here. Zone right there. That's cool. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Try to land a copy. PSA 9s are selling very reasonably. And then there's the base 96 Fleer for $40. Yeah. And then down from there. So we'll just have to see what all we can get into. $30. $28.50 for a PSA 8. I like that card. That's pretty cool. 25 raw. That one looks pretty clean. A little bit of an issue there. Okay. I've got that one graded. We'll get there in a bit. So yeah, this is kind of fun to do. Postseason Glory card number 10. Don't see that. So no, card number 2. Geez, Andy, get it together. Get it together. I have that one. Yep, right there. All right, good stuff. Moving on to Fleer Extra Bases. That's what these are. So we made it through Fleer, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging with me. Hope you're having fun checking out these cards. So this next section is going to be extra bases. Looks like we've got a couple tall boys here. What was that basketball set? It was nothing but tall boys. Boy, I don't remember the name of them, but I can see them. It was kind of not neon, but brightly colored. I actually didn't know that those, I think that's what they called tall boys. I didn't know that's what those were called. I've never seen one of those basketball cards from the 90s. Darn it, I can't think of the name of that set in a PSA slab, and think those would probably be pretty cool just to kind of get the different shape in there and just see what that's all about. It's kind of different. So we got a couple extra bases cards here, and then we get into some Fleer Flare, and then the beginning of Fleer Ultra. And you can see I've sent some stuff in, so I'll pull that out of my slab box here as well. So let's keep pushing. Again, if you're new to the channel, my name's Andy. This is Bliss Cards. Really appreciate you checking this out. And tonight we are forever checklisting, doing my Ken Griffey Jr. childhood PC, which will be followed by my Barry Bonds PC. It's we're going to get this together, and I've been slabbing this stuff for the last couple of years slowly, and we're working on getting our checklist so we can get some of this, continue to get those slab, but also chase down some of these cards and know exactly what we have and what we don't. Of course, I'm going to be prioritizing like bigger things that I actually want. Yeah, we'll get after it. If you're checking this out, please drop me a comment below. Consider hitting subscribe. We're on the road to 100 subscribers right now and have lots more exciting things to come. So let's get back into it here. So we are on Fleer Extra Bases. So hopefully, I would think that'll pop up. Yep. Only 3 of those. 2 from 94 and 1 from 95. Looks like I have the 2 from 94. So card number, my sheet says card 14, Game Breaker, and 166. Yep. So we're good there. Starting to get some teal on the sheet. And we do not have number 1995. All right. That's the end of that category, just like that. Next up, Flair. Looks like Griffey has 46 Flair cards. We appear to have 6 of those. So starting with 93 Flair. Hot Glove is definitely one of my favorite inserts, so that'll be up early. So we start with 93 Flair, which is card number 270. I think that's this one. Yep, right there in the corner, top corner. So that's card 270, if you can see that. Check. Boom. Okay, and then we're going to jump down to 94 Flair. Using the search on the sheet here, we've got 2 94s, card 103 and card 6, Outfield Power. That's card 6. But it looks like we don't have the Hot Glove from 94, which sucks. Want that one. I know I have it for Bonds. Yep, so here's the base from 94. You can see this down in the corner. That's 94. I got a 9 on that. It's pretty good. It's hard to get 10s on these cards. They're 30 years old. So let me show you this. Yeah, there you go. 9 on the base card, number 103 there. So that's going to go in the pile. And then, but we are missing the Hot Glove. I'm going to make that orange because we want it. Now, 95. I'm not doing that with too many, but I want to add that one to the want list for sure. Okay, 95 Flair. We have card 81 and then card 4 Hot Numbers and card 7 Outfield Power again. Man, no Hot Gloves. Whoops. Okay, so 7, 3. Just double checking here. 3 is the. Wait a second. Outfield Power. That's number 7. Got that one. Boom. Okay. And then 95 Flair. Number 4, Hot Numbers. There it is. Got it. And then number 81, which is the base. And of those, I graded my hot numbers at some point and got an 8 on that card. As you can see there. So we definitely need to grab this hot glove. I think what I'm going to be doing is, as I get into all this, we'll look at a set like Flair that's like a higher end set, but doesn't have as many cards to chase, and we'll try to close things like that up first, and that will give this some focus, and then we'll go from there. So there we go. Flair is done, sadly. Actually, let's keep looking, though. How much further does that go? 96. I know there's another hot glove. Power line. A gold parallel for the base. And then 97, I know there's Flair Showcase with the row 0 stuff. I actually don't know much about that, but we're going to have to chase all this. And then I think it stops. No. Wrong, Andy. Then we got Flair Showcase with more of the row 0 through 3s. I know those row 0s are a big deal. So we're going to get into that dogfight and find our cards. And then finally 99. And then looks like it keeps going 2002. Skips ahead. 03. I know there was something with Fleer getting sold in there. 4. But still, not that many cards, like 46 cards from Flair. That feels like achievable. So we'll probably try and, take these higher end things and blend that with just like what cards do I actually feel passionate about. And it's important not to become completionist about all this, because at the end of the day, you may never make it to the end of the checklist. And I think it's really important then that like what you're picking up is stuff that you actually love, right? Like if you're pushing off those row 0s or whatever in order to get like 30 cards that just fill out the checklist, that can be a losing combo. Because you may just never make it to the bottom of the list. It's a lot of stuff. And again, I'm not necessarily trying to do all of this. This is from the PSA set registry master set, but I thought it was a good way to pull in the CSV file and then have a master checklist so that I don't have to like type all this in as I go. So, all right, back to the show, as they say. So we are now on Fleer Metal. Dope. You can see there were 3 cards here. Pretty sure I sent them all in. Way back when. Yep. So, of course, this is one of the all-time great sets. 96 Metal Universe, card 107. I got that in a 6. Boo. Awesome card. Love this one. But got in a 6. Definitely would like to get that one upgraded. I wonder how cheap you could grab an 8, like just right off the bat. Metal Universe, card 107, PSA. There's a 9. Oh, that's the Platinum Edition. That's the Platinum Edition. Here we go. PSA 9 for under $50. So, yeah. That's going to be on the list. Wonder if... let's go over here for a second. Let me get in here. Good. Metal Universe Griffey 107. Not a featured card, actually. PSA 10. Interesting. So not a featured card, but it looks like PSA 9 all over the map. Is there a 10? I know these cards are pretty condition sensitive. I could get about $15 back out of my 6. PSA 8 all day. We can jump that 6 to an 8 tomorrow. I just love these cards. They're so cool. Who doesn't though, right? PSA 9 for $92. Okay, so I'm going to try to look up the pop. But boy, y'all, I'm bad at this. I don't know what it is, but I feel like every time I try to look up the pop count on a card, it just doesn't want to come up for me. So y'all can watch me and tell me what I'm screwing up here, okay? Metal Universe. Baseball. Of course, it's going to work perfectly for me while I'm on camera. As soon as I get off, it's going to collapse and cause me nightmares like it always does. Okay, good stuff. So we need card 107. There are minimal parallels, so we're good. What over under on PSA 10? How many? What's the pop of a Griffey base PSA 10? Well, you're cheating because you can see the other ones. I'm saying like 100. Let's see. 107 is right there. Whoa. Pop 10, y'all. Pop 10 out of 400 graded. I'm getting that right? Yeah, total. Pop 1 on the Platinum Edition. Woo. Woo. Okay. So it's like just the base, but consider me hunting one of those pop 10s. Look at this. 123, 182. I'm chilling in the 16s down here. So we're going to grab one of these 9s like immediately. Get that upgraded, but oof. Even the pop 9 on the Platinum Edition. That's not many cards. So, yeah, pop 1. All right, we learn something every day. I'm trying to break this up a little bit so that it's not just me doing this checklist. Let's have some fun as we go, right? So we've got the Metal Universe 107. There's my 6. Have 1. That one's checked off. Okay, next up is the Metal Universe from 96. Card number 3, the Mother Load. Here it is. Nope, just kidding. The Heavy Metal, card number 4. And that I have in an 8. You can see that here. Now, if we go back to this and I back out, I saw this somewhere. Heavy Metal. Right there. For baseball, card number 4, Griffey. Pop 7 on the 10s. These are so condition sensitive. But I'll bet there's almost no difference between the 8 and the 9. Let's go see what we see for that. Heavy Metal for PSA 9. I don't think this is going to show up as a featured card, is it? Ooh, no. Okay, this might be a faster way to see everything, though. Okay, PSA 9, $15. Done. Sold. I'll take that and sell my 8 for apparently for $3. But we can do that. Now, any chance, what was the pop count on the 10? 7. What are the chances, y'all? Let's just search it. We're going to find a 10? Not bad. Way back a year and a half ago, one of them sold for $130. Honestly, I like the base card better. The Heavy Metal's cool, but the base I actually think is a much cooler card. What do y'all think? Drop me a comment. Am I crazy? All right, last one for our spreadsheet. We're definitely tracking these other 3. Those are going to happen. What I hope to do, y'all, when we get done with this is put up kind of some monthly goals. Like we'll go through the spreadsheet and highlight some things in like another color and say, okay, September 2024, this is what we're hunting down. Let's see what we can do to close this gap. Now, on those low pop count cards, like just because we decide this month we're going to get it doesn't mean, that's possible. But as long as it's like stuff that is circulating regularly, I can set some save searches. We can do some streams at night where we're just hunting together. Y'all can hop on eBay with me and on Golden auctions, on PWCC Fanatics Collects auctions, and we're going to see what we can dig out and close some of the gaps in this. Now, this one I got a 6 on from 96, but I can see whitening on the top corner there up here. I don't know how well y'all can see that, but there you can see it. You can see it from like far away. I noticed the whitening. So that is not as surprising. So we got the 96. Actually, I think I looked up the wrong card. Or did I? No, these are all 96. Okay, so we got 96 card number 3. Titanium. This one. Sorry, I'm getting my years backwards here. I thought I was on a different year there. Okay, so we've got 3 of the 5, but there's 42 cards. We must have only done 96. I think the Motherlode is the big card in there, and then we saw that Platinum Edition. So if you all see Griffey, Metal Universe, PSA 9 and above, please hit me up. Would love to do some trades, etc. Get those into the PC and lock them down. Okay. Fleer Metal. Now on to Ultra. We called this Fleer Ultra my whole childhood. So when I see it written as just Ultra, it kind of throws me for a loop, but I'm trying to get used to it. See, it's not even on here as Fleer Ultra. It's just as Ultra. That's all they call it. That throws me quite a bit. I'm going to go down. Nope. Bad idea. Got to go all the way back up to 1991. Boy, this first year product was ugly. Ugly. That is an ugly card, y'all. Not my favorite right here. Yuck. Card number 336, and then 4 of 10 Ultra Team. Ultra Gold is what they're calling it. Check. Have it. Need to win the lotto so I can slab all of this. Or some PSA contest where they'll slab them for me. That would be so sick. Okay, now 92 on the other hand, big fan. This basketball set too. Oh my gosh, like just the base card is definitely a card I like a lot. Here we go. 92 Ultra. We got 3 cards. Let's crush these. Do we have them all? 123, 6, and 22. Yes, we do. Booyah. All right, so that's going to get us all set for that. We got a 9 in the Ultra All-Stars. Yep, there it is. Kind of an ugly card in my opinion, but we got a 9. Not bad. It's cheap. Send it in, pay the $15. I'm pretty sure I graded these when they were doing a special a couple months back. So there's that for the 92. And then we're going to want to go through. Also, there's like some high level math here that needs to happen. Ken Golden's on Instagram again. Whoops, sorry, I forgot I'm not over on the sheet. There we go. So there's some high level math that needs to happen with, the risk of getting a 9 from these cards versus buying a 9 for less than I can grade it for. But I guess there's the outside chance that one of these hits a 10. So I've graded a lot more now than when I first sent in a batch or two of these. And if I see anything wrong with the card, I'm going to know, shoot for the 9. If I can buy it for $15, just buy it pre-slabbed and get it now, as opposed to send it, wait forever, and then figure out how to move these. Just trade them or sell them on ComC or whatever. But at first, like, I felt so connected to these cards that I really didn't want to do that. Now I feel like I'm loosening up with them a little bit, and I think that's the play. What do you think down below? What's the strategy there between when do you grade your PC and when do you just buy them outright when we're doing 90s cards like this, trying to, build out some PSA sets? So 1993 Ultra, going to my sheet here. Looks like we've got 4 of these. We've got card 3, the Ultra Performer, King of the Dome. That's this one down here. Now let's check the sheet. Got it. Then we've got card 16, award winner, Top Glove. That's that one. Then 17, Ultra All-Stars. Not a fan of either of these. That's kind of cool. Honestly, that's the one I like the best. 619. So we have everything from Ultra from 93. And now that I have this sheet, I'm going to be able to start making some notes to myself on another sheet, like probably in Notion, like in a Word doc kind of thing, where I can just sort of put each year and as a checklist, like Ultra 92 or 91, 92, 93, and just start checking off when I've done the run of each year of each major product, Stadium Club, Upper Deck, all that kind of stuff. Not so worried about this Toys R Us stuff. You know what I mean? And see if we can't really get some of this stuff, start closing some doors. So that's exciting. Love these 2 cards the most for sure. I know there's a bit of a glare there, but hopefully you guys can see those. Would really love. Let's hop over to eBay and actually Market Movers. 92 Ultra. Got a shortcut for Ken Griffey Jr. PSA 9, I think, is cheap. I think I saw a 10 go off. Yeah, look at that. $7, y'all. Now, who knows how much shipping was, but I'm going to look at that card for 10 seconds, and if it doesn't look amazing, just grab one of those. I love that grading PSA slabs are starting to get. I was not into PSA slabs pre-pandemic, but my understanding is you used to be able to get some of this stuff for $8, which is how some of these folks online have built these unbelievable collections. Actually, we can get the 10 if we just watch. $30 all day long. It's not a featured card. 23. So I'll just set the catch though is getting one with no shipping or low shipping. This is the kind of card I'd love to buy for a $20 bill at a card show. In fact, I think I saw one this weekend in Nashville. I actually think I saw that card, but I thought, I don't need to spend that. I should have asked him what he wanted for it. I didn't even ask the price. Yeah. Okay, good stuff. Now, what about the 93 Ultra? Like this one too. There it is, $40. Love it. All right. This one goes for more. Pop 16. Interesting. I don't think that's a very nice looking card. That's just me. That one I do think is a pretty nice looking card, and it goes for a lot more, it looks like. Jeez. I mean, they're inserts. It makes sense. These are the base cards. They're not hard to get a copy of. But then for a PSA 9, do you just grab that? Ah, man, it's so tricky. I go round and round about this. All right, interesting. Cool. Loving this. So let's keep moving. 94, I dislike how they went away from kind of the vibe they had in 92, 93. I don't find this 94 stuff to look all that great. So my sheet here says we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. 2, 6, 6, 8, and 120. 2, 6, 6, 8, and 120. That's always a nice sign. I'm just going to mark those as done. Call it a day. Copy, paste. I need to go back through all of these and write yes. But that's great. So 2 ultras. We've got the base. That's card 120. The All-Stars is that one. The award winners is this one. And then the home run kings is right there in a 7. And the on-base leader is right there in an 8. And we are in a buyer's market right now where I think I could trade out most of these 7s and 8s for a 9 for almost the same money if I could find a way to move the 7s and the 8s at those prices. $15, like cost of grading kind of thing. So we'll have to investigate that when we get a little further down the road here. But I feel like we could get in there. All right, that was not too bad. 95 Ultra. That's where they start getting interesting. So I've got 3 on page 1 or on page 5. And then, holy cow, another 6. So 9 total cards from 95 Ultra. You can see I graded. You see those are empty there. A bunch of these, including over here too. So 95 Ultra, we've got the All-Stars, number 7. I've got a number 1 home run king. That must be home run king. That's this one. Check. Then I have card 101 and the gold medallion. That's the base, which is this with the gold medallion there. That's the parallel from the original. So there's the gold medallion. Really want to do these gold medallion runs. They're a lot of fun. Really one of the first parallels. I mean, Topps Gold and stuff. Probably not the first, but it was an early parallel. I think that's a fair statement. Then we get to Power Plus card number 2. And also a gold medallion. We got to turn the page here. There's number 2. Power Plus. We got an 8. Really like this card. That is a cool one. So we have this. Wait. Nope, that's 96. 95 Ultra Power Plus. There we go. Sorry. So let's keep track of here. So got that in a 7. Check. But I don't think I have the other one. Yeah, I don't have the gold medallion of that one. Nor do I have it of the home run kings. The hitting machine, though, we do have both. And somehow that's not showing up, but we have this as an 8. Certain number 86038518. So there's that. Good. So here's those. Here's the base. base insert, and then the gold medallion there. Got a 9 on the base, 8 on the medallion. Quickly, we should go here. If that didn't download in my set, then that means we may not have this cert number in the list. It is. Okay. I don't know why that happened. Okay. Then award winner, top glove, and the medallion we have. Not graded. And then the All-Stars. 7. We have the All-Star. That's this one at the top, I think. But not the medallion. So, need to grab 3 gold medallions, and we will have the whole run of 95 Ultra. That's pretty awesome. So, again, just to break this up, let's go shopping. So, 1995 Ultra, Ken Griffey Jr. What was one that we needed? Before I go buy it raw, I don't like the All-Stars. Let's look for the Power Plus. Gold medallion. PSA. Whoa. Okay. That's a big, that's the same card, y'all. A day apart. Buy it now for $117. What? Y'all got to be careful out there. I'm telling you. Power Plus Gold PSA. Might as well narrow it down further. All right. PSA 8 for $23.50. Is it really the gold medallion? Yep, there it is. So PSA 9 though, $300 on April 19th. On March 9th, it went for $128. All over the map. All over the map. Yeah, the pack odds are high on some of this stuff. You got to watch it. It's super sneaky. Okay. All right, nobody go sniping me. Let's see what's out there right now. Soonest. PSA 9 for $400. There's the bonds. Can't wait to get into that with y'all. We're going to have so much fun. I got all these cards in bonds too. And then at 97, it like falls off the cliff. So I'm going to need your help because I'm not as knowledgeable and I know that's where it gets hot. So, $30 for a PSA 9 of that Power Plus. This is an awesome card. We haven't gotten to 96 yet, but yeah, some cool stuff here. That's the Home Run Kings, I think, that we need. $45 for, we're coming up on this in 96. Haven't gotten there yet. Had that one. Mirror Gold. PSA 8. I think we're just going to have to be patient and wait for this guy to pop up. And just out of curiosity, I know the pack odds on this are pretty crazy. So we don't want that one. We saw that if we do our homework, thanks to Teapot and his team, we can do good. We just gotta be patient. Or even there, or even there. We're not paying 400 though. That's not happening. Okay, so let's see. How many 10s of that are there? So this is what I always, can I just go back? Okay. 95? What are we looking at? 95, right? Ultra. Yeah, that's what we want. And then what card was that? Power. Yeah, 95 Ultra Power Plus. Baseball. What do y'all think? How many 10s exist? This is card number 2. Gold medallion. 1. Pop 1. Good Lord. Oof. All right, we got our work cut out for us. Pop 1 on a PSA 10. And only 10 of the, we got an 8, so we need to get into one of these 9s. But, man, how's Barry looking? 0 10s. This is fun, y'all. I'm telling you, I just get so geeky about this stuff. It's like, it's super, super fun. Trying to kind of create some alternative content, you know. This is the side of the hobby I enjoy. I love doing the buying and selling. I've put videos on this channel about that. But this side of it is like the behind the scenes. And I just am trying to get that out in front so we can have these conversations. That's super interesting to me. Like, and I've got hundreds more cards like that to go through and check these pop reports, dig in, and then like start buying up some cards. So we have such a great, strong basis of cards here. It's really just a matter of me like harnessing this thing, and it's been tricky, honestly. So we are done with Ultra. No, we aren't. We have some 96s to do. Let's go back to our sheet. Boom, 96. Holy cow, look at this. Thunderclap, that's a big one. I know that. It's also a sweet looking card. It looks like the Scoring Kings from basketball. Okay, 96 Ultra, 96,000. Promo. No number. That must be this one. Right there, it says promotional sample. You can see it right there. Okay. Check. So this is stuff I am interested in. All of this, in getting like all of these cards. I'm not interested in getting every card on this list, but I am interested, at least through the 90s when he went to the Reds, in getting every card in these major products. And then from there, we just see where we're at. But I'd rather get the high end stuff, the stuff I collected, this offshoot stuff, the food companies, and I don't really care about. I don't think anybody really cares about that stuff. I shouldn't say anybody, but most people don't. And I also don't care what other people care about. I know what makes me excited. 126 Power Plus, card number 3. We just looked at that. Boom. That's this one that I showed you that we have in a slab. Yes. That's this one. Really cool card. I think Ultra is going to be high on the list of things to hunt first because I've already graded a good chunk of what I have. So now that I know what I got, it's time to like hunt everything else down. Okay, and then Power Plus number 4, checklist. That's got to be this, and we have the gold medallion. Okay. And then we also have the Prime Leather card 6, which does not appear to have a gold medallion. Okay. Oh, there it is. It's just out of order. Okay. So here's the Prime Leather. Really like this card. Very cool. That's the end of the 96 slabs. Wait a sec. Which one was it? Power Plus number 3. And then Prime Leather number 6. For some reason, this didn't make it in. Why is that? 6. Okay. And we're out. So we got some work to do on this stuff. This Hitting Machines is the die cut, if I'm not mistaken. Very cool. Excuse me, y'all. This goes with this. Not sure why it's in here this way. Yeah, 4. There we go. Okay, that's the end of Fleer Ultra, and we are now on to everyone's favorite, Front Row. Oof. So, not too bad. Might wrap up the stream there. We're going on 90 minutes. It's going on 10 o'clock here on Labor Day evening. Got to start work tomorrow. But that was some cool stuff. I think I might take the rest of the night here, go put my feet up, and make some save searches. We got through page 5 out of 18, did I say, or 19 on these checklists? So here's these checklists. You can see what we paid for some of this too back in the 90s. The prices are like the same. It's crazy. It's so weird. You would think these would be like a quarter, but they weren't. So there's, I don't know, that's kind of interesting. I'll never remember forget my dad saying, man, that card's $70. I really want it, but you can't put cardboard on the table for dinner. I still remember him, like, as an adult with my own kids now, it's like that inner battle of like, I really want this, but is this responsible? So, yep. Some very cool stuff. I got through Donruss this morning or earlier today before I logged on, and Bowman. We do have some Bowman. We have some Cola collection that you guys didn't see. Colla. He's like a photographer. I don't know if I said that right. Those showed up on the list. Some really cool Donruss stuff. The early stuff so, but that's where you find the Diamond Kings. That was cool. And then we jumped in at Fleer, which has Fleer Metal, Fleer Flare Metal, and Ultra, which are 3 of my favorite products. My favorite, though, I don't know about favorite, but Upper Deck for sure, and Studio is one of my very favorites. We got that left to go. We've got, of course, Stadium Club. All the Leaf and Leaf Limited I need to review. I'm rusty on that. Pinnacle, rusty on that with the museum collection and the Pinnacle Zenith. We got some Score stuff, but then Score Select and Select Certified. We got to get into that. Sport Flicks, I think I'm going to follow through on just because they were like such an era relative thing. And then, of course, Tops. Just Tops. Not to mention Finest, which I never really got into. And then, of course, Upper Deck's got Collector's Choice and SE and SP. So we're going to try and close a lot of these gaps, hone in on everything pre-97, lock down Griffey's like early stuff here, 89 to 96. That's when my dad and I were really collecting. And I think if we have that basis underneath us, it's going to make it easier then to dive headfirst into all the late 90s inserts and get some of this. I mean, just like look at this stuff still left to grade. Honestly, gang, that's the biggest difficulty is just the cost. Like, you know, $15, $15, $15, $15. It adds up. So just I kind of picked out some of the stuff I thought was best. I got that Swingman in, I think it's called the Museum Collection. We did well on that. We'll look at that next time or 2-3 videos from now. But I think we're going to keep going with this. We'll do the same with the Bonds collection. It's going to take a couple weeks. I have a Ryan Sandberg collection, Benito Santiago, Robin Ventura, some Bo Jackson cards. I'm honestly not planning to really do much with those in terms of pursuing them this way. I really want to get this Bonds and Griffey collection together, though. These are not guys I'm jumping into now. These are guys I've followed since I was, a child in grade school. And then we're going to keep going with the Steph Curry and LeBron James. We're working on the alt art checklist for Pokemon from Sword and Shield. Doing that with my kids this Friday is a trade night at my local shop. The hobby's hot. I'm just having a ton of fun doing this stuff. So if you're new to the channel, again, my name's Andy. I'm a card collector, love doing this stuff. Would love it if you would hit that subscribe button. But more importantly, tell a friend and drop me a comment or a DM on Instagram because I love talking shop with other collectors. And I think that's going to do it for tonight, everybody. Have a great week, and we will see you on the next video. Take care.